Hi, my name is Rod Valencia. I am the show chairman for the 36th annual Dai Ichi Bonsai Kai Spring Exhibition. This is our 40th year as a club. We have an amazing show this year with incredible trees of all varieties from some of our favorite friends and also our members. So we'd love for you to come down, see the amazing trees that we have on display, and hopefully, participate and maybe join our club, which would be great.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. This is May 9th. We're at the community center here at Gardena, and they're having Dai Ichi is having their 36th annual show here. This is kind of give you an idea what they have. They're open today and to 4 o'clock, I remember, and to 1 o'clock tomorrow. If you're in the area, they're also having a what you call it, a festival going on in the front here. Just give you an idea really quick, just to kind of pan through. Of course, a lot of things are being sold this morning. They're having a workshop this morning. You can hear they're in the background, they're doing a workshop right now. Let's start from the back today and work forward. This is a beautiful azalea, Yamaguchi. Check that out. Absolutely stunning. This is, if you Satsuki, excuse me, azalea, it means the 5th month. So this is May, of course, that's why it blooms. Perfect timing, look at that, beautiful. Here's an old juniper, Prostrata juniper, right next to it. You can tell by the flaky bark. Much older tree. Probably a yard tree at one point, it's my guess. I love the, sorry I'm going back and forth here, but I love the accent. I've been in this mode of accents the last couple of months. I challenged myself to get something more realistic for Southern Cal. Here's a Shohin display. I think that is a crab apple on Gardena. Check out the crab apples. Lovely, the bronze statue of ladies dancing. Geishas dancing there with lovely crab apple. Too bad the Gardena is not blooming in this one, but it's a beautiful, beautiful composition. Here's a hackberry. So hackberry is a deciduous material, serrated leaves, almost looks like Sokova at one point. Apparently I looked it up, it actually has berries on it. That's why they call it hackberry. Here is a Saike. Saike is a landscape. For people that don't know what landscape. Well, yeah, look, they're giant banana slugs on it. How funny. Check that out. This is a early composition. Not bad, actually. I mean, you think about it, it has all the elements. If you look, I just noticed this. If you notice, they have a picture of a slug up there. Check that out. That's why it's kind of combined. Very cool. A nice composition, like well composed. So that's this section. My favorite in this section, I'm not sure, Mick in the comments of this section, is still the azalea. Beautiful. We got Barry and a son guy selling trees, selling parts there. We'll call here. Here's a pomegranate. Sorry for the lighting as best I can. Here's with a miniature rose. I love the really precariousness of that that livening of this with this deadwood, and just the fighting for life there. I think it's really cool to see that. There's a large ficus. I wonder if this is a Benjamina. I'm not sure. Just like junipers and not the best for identifying subspecies, but if you know what it is, tell me what that in the comments. We've seen this lovely large bougainvillea, excuse me. Looks like a Santa Rosa red, which is like that dark purple color. Really old tree. You can see there's a hollow right down the center. Really cool tree. Yeah, another Prostrata Nana now, in a semi-cascade, almost a full cascade, because it goes below the pot into the stand. Check that out. Nanas have the scale foliage. Okay, right here we have a Prostrata juniper. I think I've seen this tree before, but what is really nice is that really cascade effect here with the lower branches. I think it's really cool. Really subtle deadwood. Pot's really amazing. Kind of built for the tree itself. So really nice composition. Really nice composition. Good. We're doing the workshop right now. Here's a giant, I think it's a trident. It's a giant trident over rock. I think it's over rock. No, it's not over rock. That's just a lot of moss. Big old trident. You can look at it actually has seeds. There are actually seeds on that trident. So those are viable. So I'm learning from Lindsay Shiba that seeds from a trident maple is actually viable and you got to give credit to Ed Clark when they're still young like that. Once you have them dried out, they do not, or they're not very viable. You have to refrigerate them. So that's something I learned. Here is another azalea, Satsuki azalea. So this is a with that really long arm going to the right. Really beautiful blooms. Again, this is May, so this is the kind of the month for them to shine here in Southern Cal. And this is actually a root over rock. You can peek inside. You can see that's a rock right down the middle. So it's actually encased that rock at one point. So that's that. So really cool. I have some Satsuki, some azaleas at home. It's the water quality. So whoever is taking care of that tree has some really good water quality at their house. Usually reverse osmosis, what I've been hearing, or rainwater, direct rainwater. It's a giant juniper at one point. So you can see the deadwood. You can see the deadwood over there.
I did.
That's kind of cool.
No, I figured you were getting ready for something.
Check that out. Okay. Again, there's a lot of people here, which is awesome in the morning. Come back to the psyche there. Here is a giant Chinese elm. This massive Chinese elm with this hollow right down the center. It looks like almost a doorway to another world there. It's kind of cool. This build War Street. It's almost like a oak tree, almost very like oak tree style. That's down that aisle there. Hope you guys are taking a tally of what's your favorite tree so far. Here's a giant olive tree. It looks like one of these are grown specifically for bonsai. Yeah, it is. It's Mr. Chase, one of Mr. Chase's trees. Very beautiful. Mr. Chase has a very interesting wiring technique. He doesn't use wire. He actually uses nylon rope and pulls it down. Very cool. A very different technique. There's another Mr. Chase trees. Need to have an interview with him one day. Here's another one of his trees. Really cool, borderline Penjing, just because of stylistically. It'd be nice to hear the definition between painting and bonsai. But that's a really well-defined tree. I know, I know in a video on his own channel, he actually defoliated this tree about a month ago. So these are all new growth that he's kind of cleared out. Wow, here's a cherry tree, unusual variety. Sunam cherry tree. You can check. It's a subtropical tree, if I remember. You can see that those berries right there with a beautiful, beautiful trunk, multiple apex. So he has, if you look at that, he has the apex right here, and then it swoops up and another apex right here on this corner. So very unique. A lot of movement on this tree. I bet this tree is awesome. Like during the early summertime when all red berries are shown. That's kind of impressive. Oh wow, this is all. Oh, there's a whole row of Mr. Chase trees. Oh, look at that. This is a ficus. Again, don't ask me what type. I'm guessing it's Benjamina. Or no. Well, I don't know. This is a round leaf one, and this is over rock. There's a rock right there. Let me try to pan the corner. You can see there's rock faking from the back. So I like them. Kind of my style of tree. I like the fat. Sorry, I like the larger trunk trees. It's kind of what I tend to gravitate towards. Here is a very large. It looks like a Chinese elm, almost a literati style. Goes 4 feet. I wonder how you got it in a truck or again in the car. How do you get it here? Seriously, how do you get it here? I'm here. Look up. One or two wispy branches all the way up and kind of pan all the way up. That's really cool. Just the size is impressive. What's a Yopon holly? That looks like an elm. I would not expect that as a tree. And turn around. Almost there. Here is a composition. Nepali palm and I don't know what that one is. That's really cool. Has some white flowers on it. You can check the flowers off. Almost looks like a Gardena family member of that one sort. I didn't know the Nepali palms are actually edible. That's something I just noticed. Right. Here we go. It's a forest. It looks like from Rod himself. The show chair. This is almost like if you look really close, kind of wink your eye. It looks like almost like a bamboo forest, doesn't it? This is Japanese maple. Really well done. And a whole massive forest of it. Can't go without a California juniper. A giant California juniper. We love the natural foliage. Really nice dead one on that tree. Here is a Chinese elm over rock. Here you go. So it's grown over rock in this case. Nice movement, beautiful tree. Here's a prostrata. Almost like a rock planting. You can see that it's actually grown into. I wonder if that's like grown in it or is it built around it? Kind of interesting to ask the owner when you get a chance. That's a very different composition. Pretty unique.
Thank you. I hope so.
Last row here. Oh, this is a shohin. Oh, it's a combination of shohin and other items here. This is a small composition. It's unusual. It's an even number. Usually they show odds, just reflecting. So you have a black pine on top, an elm tree, a juniper, small bamboo accent with a silverberry and a hut stone. So very cool. Silverberries are actually pretty awesome, I think. I don't do shohin just because I probably kill shohin over time. Wish I had more time to work on those trees. Here is a ginkgo forest. I'm gonna check that out. It's old tree. You can see the barkage of those trees. Really cool level leaves. I have one that I'm growing. I'm not sure I'm gonna do a bonsai out of it. I'm still kind of debating. Here's a giant Canary Island pine tree. Large tree. I think it's a full-size tree. I wonder if we can graft on this one. You know, the barkage is awesome. You know, I wonder if anybody has graft, maybe like a black pine onto this, just because of development time of the excuse me, words escape me today. If that barkage is awesome, you can see the barkage. I wonder if we can do a black pine because black pines have a better needle development time or the barkage development time. Let me kind of come back to that one really quick. Here's a black pine. Oh, it's a fenna. Is it a fenna? No, I think it's black pine. That's a black pine. I think that's a black pine on that one. It's a cascade. Very nice. We can see it already pushing out their summer needles in this case. Let me kind of go back to this. Again, this is a showing display is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the odd events. So 5 objects, let's kind of go through them pretty quick. And we kind of guess that's a black pine on top is the high point. He has this lovely like copper or bronze bird. You have this small accent right here. You have this Boston ivy, kind of semi-cascade. And you got a lovely juniper. Check that out. That's a really cool juniper. Really healthy too. So that's that cascade right there. Let me go ahead and go back to that one tree that I missed. I think if you can look right here, they're doing their workshop. And you can see some masters, some club members are all doing their part, trying to get everybody involved in that community. It's kind of awesome outreach. I think it's down the next aisle. Let me get down the next aisle. Sorry, I'm rambling here. I think this is the last one I missed. That's the last one. It is the last one I missed. So this is a Psyche. Psyche with a bronze, with a moose. I think that was a moose in a hut stone or hut, bronze hut. Here's a Psyche with a Kingsville. That's a pretty good size Kingsville for that size. Real awesome. All right, I think that's it. I think that's totally it at this point. If you're in the area, of course, they're open today. That's how fast I can post today, but they're open today till about 4 o'clock. And then tomorrow, Mother's Day, they're only open to 1 o'clock. So I think it's from 10 to 1 tomorrow. So it's small short. But if you're in the area, great show, great opportunity to come down. Let me turn that camera and do some final comments. Well, that's pretty much of the show. Tell me what your favorite tree so far in the show is, and we're going to come down and kind of support this club. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.